the one, the only, Ben
Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun to Lean On. Today we did Siman Reish Nun Aleph 251 in Orach Chaim. It talks about doing malach on Erev Shabbos. Well, technically it's not necessarily asur according to the Shulchan Aruch. It says you're not going to see Siman Bracha. You're not going to see financial benefit from what you're doing. Now, again, it's okay if you do things derech arai, meaning haphazardly. You don't plan and set aside time to do it. If you do set aside time, then it would be asur. And even for Sorchei Shabbos, things that are normally mutter on Shabbos, if you're doing it for someone else and you take schar, you get paid, that's also a problem. Now, why is that a problem? What is the whole isser to do malacha on Erev Shabbos? Really, we have Shabbos, you can't do malacha. I didn't know that already at 3:30 on Erev Shabbos I can't do malacha. So, and also the post can mention that to do prakmati, a business, right? You do some e-commerce, or you make a big sale over the phone, that's okay. That's really technically okay. The only thing is when you're doing a malacha, that's, right, a physical malacha. Now, the part of Shabbos, malacha not do on Shabbos, there's really, it's called malaches machshavas. It's basically malacha that causes you anxiety or causes you mental, it occupies your mind. It doesn't let you sit and enjoy Shabbos, rest on Shabbos. That's the point of Shabbos. It's not just resting in the body, it's resting in the mind. So there's two components to malacha. There's doing a physical action, and the physical action, which makes you somewhat weary as a person, it also, takes up headspace. It preoccupies your mind. That's the only type of malacha which is also on Shabbos. And also on Erev Shabbos, it's advised not to do these things because you have to get ready for Shabbos. And therefore, if you set aside time to do it, so it gets on your mind, right? It gets on your mind. If I do it haphazardly, I'm not thinking about it. There's no mental preoccupation, right? Similarly, if I do business, I make a sale. I make a sale of my merchandise. I keep my store open. I sell things. There's not so much mental preoccupation over there because there's not so much physical. When you make a sale, right? You have a shoe store. You're selling shoes. You're not necessarily, the person comes in and buys a pair of shoes, or he comes in and buys a bottle of wine, you're not really, preoccupied with your mind. You do that every day. You're not so preoccupied. There's no physical labor over there. The point of Shabbos is when there's a physical labor that preoccupies your mind. So if it's done haphazardly, you're not thinking about it. And if you do it for Shabbos, it's not a preoccupation. You're allowed to fix your own clothes for Shabbos because it doesn't preoccupy. You're thinking about having nice clothes for Shabbos. It doesn't preoccupy your mind, the malach. However, to do physical work, be a seamstress, or to write a manuscript, to write a sefer on Shabbos, even if you're doing it for Sarach Mitzvah, if you're getting paid for it, there are mustas in Sif Beis, you're getting paid for it, so there's a deadline. When you're getting paid to do something for somebody, it preoccupies your mind. You want to finish it, you want to do it in a perfect way for somebody else, because I'm getting paid for it. So therefore, you want to do it in a perfect way, so it preoccupies your mind. It's physical labor that preoccupies your mind, and it's something which does not let you get ready for Shabbos. If you go into Shabbos just, suddenly, you're not going to be able to even enjoy Shabbos. And that's why you're supposed to, even from 3:30 on Erev Shabbos, you're already supposed to stop doing malacha. So your mind should be free on Shabbos to peace of mind. That's the most important thing on Shabbos. Malacha Mashiach, peace of mind. So to make sales doesn't preoccupy your mind. To haphazardly do something that doesn't preoccupy your mind. And if you're doing it for free, it also doesn't preoccupy your mind. As long as you're doing it for Shabbos. You're doing it for Shabbos, and you're doing it for free, so you're not so mock, you don't care to do it perfectly because you're doing it pro bono, you're not getting paid. But if you have to do it for, you're getting a fee, you're charging a fee, and the person's, expects a good job, then it's going to preoccupy your mind, and then it's going to be a problem. We'll talk more about Melachas Shabbos going forward. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.